Assalamu alaikum, my YouTube family. Today we read an extraordinary journey. We started this stories from Seerah stories for children. If you like my videos, so subscribe my channel for more videos. One night, as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ slept next to the Kaaba, the Archangel Jibreel woke him and took him on a strange white-winged animal called Burak lighting. From Mecca to Al-Aqsa Mosque in far-away Jerusalem, there are Prophet Muhammad met Ibrahim Musa and Isa and other Prophet and Prophet and they prayed together. Then Jibreel took the Prophet Muhammad through heaven's gates, where he saw countless angels. One was Malik, the keeper of hell, who never smiles. Malik gave the Prophet Muhammad a glimpse into hell to let him see the misery of those who suffered there. The angels then took the Prophet Muhammad the seven heavens one by one. Beyond the seventh heaven, the Prophet Muhammad used through the wheels covering that which is hidden, until at last they came into the divine light of Allah's presence. The Prophet Muhammad looked upon which the eyes cannot see and mind cannot image, the creator of the heavens and the earth. Time through and feeling vanished. There was only great peace and the brilliance of pure light. Too soon the experience ended and he was brought back to earth. The Prophet Muhammad was amazed to find the spot where he had lain was still warm, and the cup he had tipped over was still emptying. This incredible experience had taken place in less than a moment. The next morning, the Prophet Muhammad told the Quraysh what had happened. They did not believe him. Many Muslims were amazed and wanted the Prophet Muhammad to explain how such thing could happen. But the Prophet Muhammad description of Jerusalem and the caravans he had seen on the way back to Mecca convinced them he was telling the truth. It was during this experience that Allah's commandment on prayers was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. He reported that Allah wanted men to pray 50 times a day, but on the Prophet Musa advice, he had applied for a less difficult routine. At least Allah resolved that there should be 5 prayers a day. That has reminded Muslims practice ever since. The Prophet ﷺ companions recorded this and recovered this and all of the other important events in the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ life, along which his observation and words of wisdom with great faithfulness and precision. These recovered came to be known as the hadith tradition of or saying of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and served as an ideal guide to righteous living. Once collector of hadith stands out from the other. He was a cousin of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ by the name of Abdullah ibn Abbas. He was only 13 when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ died. Dead, it is said that he memorized no number less than 1660 saying of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and would go to as many as 30 companions to make sure that his version of each hadith was correct. Once when he went to check on the hadith previously unknown to him, he found the companion having his afternoon nap. Not wishing to disturb him, he waited outside in the heat and dust. When the companions came out, he said, "O cousin of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, what is the matter with you? If you had sent for me, I would have come to you," replied Abdullah. For knowledge is short, it does not just come. For the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the night journey and the ascension was the turning point. After years of persecution and the tribal sadness of losing both Khadija and Abu Talib, the experience gave him great comfort and the strength to go on. He became convinced that Allah was always with him. After reading this story, you will answer that question in comments. Who woke up the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ at night? To which city did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ go from Mecca that night? Who were the three prominent prophets that met the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that night? Who is the keeper of hell? How many prayers did Allah want to be offered by Muslims in a day at first?